closing tonight.
What's the matter?
Come on, Chad. This place will crush you. You can't keep up. Get the better of you. Get lost. I warned you, asshole. Hey, you! Insane! Came to the wrong place, pal. bags on its way.
Guys!
Oh man!
What's up, sir? How you doing?
Put that down!
Hey. Getting my fix of this game. I like this game is about as close as you can get to a modern arcade beat 'em up. It is modern arcade beat 'em up. It's like the right length. It's fun to play. Enjoy. Trying to get a good run right now. Might reset a couple times.
Whoa!
Bring it on.
Body. This game is so fun. Sorry, dude. I need the points. Gotta keep the score.
Speed this up. I don't want to be. Who in the fuck are you?
Fuck are you? Have this one, it's fresh.
How the fuck you get in here?
How the fuck you getting here?
Any regrets now? Holy shit!
How you doing, Radical? Can you hear me? Hey. Talking.
You're sure about that? Kung Fu?
Sword dead!
Okay. That's fine.
boss said nobody gets through.
Threaten us?
I have spent 8 long years preparing for this.
Forget about it. If you're not on the list, you're not getting.
Private, back off!
Yeah?
That can't be
Please don't hit me. Okay, let's do this.
Cigarettes are disgusting. Really disgusting. I can't stand the smell of myself. Not alone there. I can't. I still can't. I'm old. I can't comprehend how people like me willingly smoke those. It just smells awful. My mom smoked when I was a kid, and pretty sure what happened with her doing that, like the opposite happened with a lot of other people, where they smoke because their family does it. It turned me off ever wanting to do it. I didn't even want to be around her. I'll talk to you when you're done smoking. I've always found it disgusting. I just don't have the genes or whatever to like smoking. Weird because my doesn't do it as much as she used to. I've always found it it's just horrible smell. Come on, I dodged that. Timing on that is really finicky.
Come on.
That's closed for tonight.
Hey, can I help you? Watch out, he's fast.
Come on, Jack. Take his fucking head off! No freaking way!
not supposed to be part of tonight's game. Enough with the games.
God damn it, I hate this freaking Tony Jaa guy. Getting hit by his sweeps. I'd have already botched this run. And I did. Still recover. Yeah, actually I'm doing pretty good. I can get pretty much guaranteed to get the next parry impact upgrade. So next best thing would be get that move file. Pipe here.
Above this door are the 3 trials. I'm ready.
Step
Step through the door.
It's a pretty good run so far. I've made some mistakes, but I'm actually playing
Step forward. You're about to be
tested.
Come on, hit me.
Somebody could go Ultra Instinct in this room, so you gotta be careful.
He's on fire. Survival of the fittest.
Insane!
You shall not fear death. Winner becomes a king, and the loser.
Fresh weapon. Here.
How many trials do I have left before meeting Sean?
2
First
more
feature of God
challenges
Hand? What do you
lay
mean?
ahead. Dexterity and endurance.
The enemies going
But I'm
Ultra
afraid
Instinct.
you'll be
It pretty much just means that you have to, there's a risk reward to using takedowns. Really not that bad.
pick up your weapon.
How you doing, Thurns? Yeah, they go Ultra Instinct. Basically, it's certain rooms in the game. The game doesn't tell you this is a hidden mechanic. There's certain rooms in the game where one of them will have like a aura. Won't always be that enemy, but as long as you're in that room and you use a takedown, there's always a chance that one of them will go Ultra Instinct. When you figure out what rooms those are, you can kind of circumvent it and get around it.
End of the road.
Come on!
Ooh, clean fight. Clean Tony Jaa fight. That was a good fight. Alright, so gonna get the gonna get the parry impact. Because that trivializes the final boss. You can kill him at like half health. Pretty nuts. Alright. Pretty much set here. Next level. Just the weapon stuff. Needed. Pretty good build.
You're almost as good as Yang.
Ooh, good fight. Good fight. Good fight. Good fight. The third boss is like the only boss I haven't gotten good at yet. I think she's harder than Sean, in my opinion. Well, I expect to die here a couple times, but I've got a pretty good build right now, actually. Parry impact, weapon durability. Let's see, what else is there to even get? Kinda just like maxing out moves right now. Then I'll probably go for the spare ending. Yeah, Radical, before we got rideshare here in town, I used to always be at the bus terminal to get back from, like, therapy and errands and stuff, and So many people would smoke there. It was like stupid.
It was foolish.
Place where you were designated to smoke was like right in the middle of the terminal, so you know, the air would push it. It's like, what's the point of even like limiting where you can smoke if you have it right in the middle of the area where people are sitting? I do not understand that. I think it's still like that to this day. I haven't been to the bus terminal in a while. Basically, a bunch of people would be smoking right in the center, and unless you were like right behind the bathroom building and the thing where you could see the schedules and stuff, you would smell it. It was disgusting. People complain about farts. It's like, dude, farts are not as bad as cigarettes and weed. Like, those are way worse, in my opinion. The worst, most pungent fart is nowhere near as bad as being next to somebody who's smoking. I stand by that opinion. Boss. I think she's the worst boss in the game. So hard to tell what she's... Well, I got this far without dying. It's not bad. It could be worse.
How did you survive my blades?
What's up, sir?
I know 100 ways to kill you. You should have run when she gave you the chance. That. It's a really staggered attack. Lost to the second phase. That's embarrassing. It's the easiest phase. This is my worst boss. I need to practice the boss. I start doing runs of this game. Hitbox on is weird.
For some reason, you can't skip these cutscenes. Don't ask me why. Killed all these bosses times, but you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. You push pause and it just brings up the. Can't skip it. I don't know what it is with games. It's like, it's the longest cutscenes you can't skip. None of the buttons do anything. I think I've almost like quit out trying to skip those cutscenes because I've seen them so much. Alright, well, it's a pretty good run so far. I've got no death up to Kuroki. That's the boss I'm the worst at. I'm probably just gonna have to like make a file and just train against her. Definitely my weakest fight. I'm kind of just trying to unlock all the moves right now, and then I'll do the ending. Will you spare everybody? I already watched the ending, but I kind of feel like doing it now. I'm getting a better hang of the game. I like it a lot more. It's definitely like it's accurate to the theme. It gets better as you get more discipline. You get better at the game. The problem with this game is it does a really shitty job of teaching you things. And it's a very hard game to get good at because it doesn't really provide good resources. There's going to be a difficulty setting patch for this. They're going to make the game easier and harder. There's going to be an easier difficulty, and then there's going to be a harder one. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I can't see why anybody would complain about that. I think that will please everybody. Want to make the game harder, you can. If you want to make it easier, you can.
Escape this town.
Oh shit! Oh man!
Just curious what they're gonna do for the harder difficulty. I hope it's not just video game shit where they give them like triple the health. It's like I'm not about that. I will never play that difficulty if that's all it is.
This made-up order who kept for themselves what belonged
Need
to the
to do a little bit more interesting stuff than that.
people. Ah, shit!
No, I imagine that's all it's gonna be though. Like, we're just gonna give the bosses 8 times the health. And you die in one hit. Isn't that what they did for Metroid Dread this week? Last week? It's like, okay, you die in one hit, then that's literally it, and there's no unlockables or anything. Like, there's no reason to play that. It's the exact same thing, but you die in one hit. And that game has a ton of load times too, so that makes it worse. You know, if it was like this game where, you know, you get back to the fight really fast, this game has very minimal load times. I could see that kind of working, but Metroid Dread is well known for... There's so many load times, the speedrun, I think the speedrun, like, it's gotta be at least like 10-15 minutes of the speedrun is loading. They have that game down to like under 90 minutes. But, like, the actual amount of time they're playing it loadless is probably like under an hour already. Like, why would I want to play... Why would I want to play a mode like that in a game that already loads too much? This seems like masochistic shit to me.
No way!
I don't know, this new generation of games, I think generic video game difficulty like that will work a lot better because the games load instantly, but Metroid Dread is not one of those games. I beat that game and the load times are horrendous. It takes like over a minute to load areas. It takes a really long time.
And to each punishment, its weapon. You!
I'm cool with making the game easier. That's not a problem at all. I'd rather have an easier mode for people who have, like, disabilities or don't like malding over video games all the time, which, like, some hardcore gamers can't understand. You know, the games are supposed to be fun. Not everybody wants to mauld over games, like, or they can't play at the capacity that an able-bodied person can. That's fine. I don't mind that at all. I'm all for that. I'm glad they're doing that with this game, because I think this, artistically, this is a really good game, but it does a pretty shit job of teaching you how to play it.
Don't move.
If more people can play it, and more people will buy it, and they're able to make more like this, that's cool. I just don't want the hard mode to be generic video game shit, which it probably will be. Pretty safe bet it will be. Because when game developers do that, it means that you can't say the game is too easy. We have a problem right now where they balance games around, like, sweaty gamers like me that have been playing this shit for, like, over 30 years. You know, people like me can pick up a game really fast. You still get frustrated, we still mauled and shit, but we pick it up really fast. The problem is that they balance the games around those people like me, which is not what you should be doing. Mayhem Brawler is a good example. The Discord for that, I'm a beta tester, and some of them are saying, like, you need to remove the infinites and stuff, you need to make the game harder, and the developer was like, we can't balance the game around you guys. You guys are, like, the top 5% of the people playing the game. Like, realistically, it's a beat-em-up. It's kind of like a lost art to play. Like, a lot of people are not going to be, like, super good at it. They don't want to balance the game around, you know, hardcore gamers. Sadly, not every developer is like that.
Something wrong? Something wrong?
Fucking bitch. Yeah, the hell? The E-tanks are useless. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that either. They're already kind of useless because, like, there's always, like, never really a need to get all the collectibles in a Metroid game. I feel like the indie Metroidvanias have a better balance in terms of like the collectibles actually meaning something. Like that difficulty they added in Metroid Dread, like now it's completely useless. The thing about Metroid is it's like there's never really been a reason to collect all that stuff. It's kind of just for completionists, or if you like speedrunning, you know. That speedrunning is already such a small niche as it is. I'm a little bit bummed that Metroid Dread did not fix that problem at all. It's always been like that, but the only Metroid game out of all of them that has any reason to collect the items is Zero Mission. Because in Zero Mission, Mecha Ridley, he gets triple the health. So he takes 18 supers instead of 6. Which, I mean, it probably took some guy like 2 minutes to change that code, but at least it was something. At least it was something. But pretty much all the other Metroid games, there's no reason to collect that stuff. There's no, like... They don't have any kind of, like, post-game stuff. I feel like the Igavanias and the indie games like Hollow Knight, Guacamelee, Bloodstained, Tianding as well,
Welcome to the sanctuary.
and balance that stuff a lot better. There's something to actually use all that stuff on. Metroid has always had that problem. As important as those games are, that's always been the biggest issue. Yeah, at least that was something. I can't imagine it took too long to make that change, but it gave you a reason to do it. At least there was something to use it on.
It's an honor.
Fuck. Yeah, I forgot about the damage increase. I completely forgot about that. Alright, let's see how I handle this fight. Ooh, nice. Let's go.
This is pathetic. Your father didn't have time to teach you this. I bet Sifu didn't teach you this one.
Then I start playing bad. That first form was really solid. He's a lot harder in the second form.
That's all. After 8 years of training.
The camera on this game is like you can't see what they're doing. Field of view is like super close.
Try harder.
Watch this fight. Age 26 clear's not bad. GG. GG. Definitely botched that at the end. Bad gameplay. That build definitely makes him a lot easier though. Because they'd like to strip mechanics from you for some reason. That's what a lot of people are saying, people that are still playing this. Pretty much the meta right now is, you want to spec into parry impact, because it makes him really easy.
You were supposed to guard the talisman, not steal it.
It's the only way to save them, Sifu.
You failed to honor your oath. You are unworthy. Now leave. He who has Gong Fu and Wu De makes the other know he can break him. His hands go out like lightning, and the other doesn't want to fight anymore.
many moves do I have left to unlock that are actually useful? I don't know. The fact that you can't use any of these on the final boss, I don't see why you would ever want to get these. And it's like the other thing is to get more focus, you have to take the shrine buffs, and those are per run. They're not permanent. So every time you want to use this, you have to max out focus. And then you get to the final boss and you can't use it. like, I don't know, some things in this game just don't make any sense. It would be cool if someone made a mod where you could actually like do like a real New Game Plus and like keep your build from the last run. That would actually be really fun. Now that really all I have left to do in this game is just do the Wu Da ending. I think it would be really cool if someone did that. Like, why would I ever want to grab this? I mean, yeah, you can get a stagger off that, but the last boss just no-sells it, so... I'm not sure if I agree with that. It's not, he's perfectly manageable without focus. It's just... You have, like, all this stuff in the tree that revolves around focus, building focus, gaining focus, and getting more of it, and none of it matters. Like, it's like, that's the danger of making bosses that just, like, or enemies that just arbitrarily remove options from you. He's plenty hard even without that stupid gimmick, but it just renders like most of the stuff you can get in the shrines completely useless, which is shit design. As much as I like that game, that's garbage design. There should never be an enemy in a game that strips like a huge chunk of your mechanics from you, because even if you still make, he's still a good boss. He's completely manageable. You don't need to use focus to beat him. It's just the fact that the first time you play the game, you don't know that unless you watched someone play it. You don't know that that's going to happen. Like, okay, there's going to be this boss that, you know, none of the super attacks work, and you have like 3 times the bar, and all these buffs and stuff, and none of it matters. But then, like, the subsequent times you play the game is meant to be replayable. You always have that thought in your head, like, okay, there's no point in getting more focus, because the final boss just disables it. I don't know. Narratively, it's cool. It's like, you know, he was taught by your father, so from a narrative standpoint, it makes sense that, like, he would know how to, like, not get hit by that shit. But from a gameplay standpoint, it's dumb. I always find that to be a really slippery slope, because it's like, even if you make a really good boss that still arbitrarily takes options away from you, gameplay mechanics and stuff, like, it's never going to feel as fun because your options are stripped. And if you want to actually do those kinds of things on the bosses, you can't ever fight that boss. Well, maybe like the easy mode or something, they'll make it so that you can hit him with that. I don't know. It's cool that they're doing that, but I think they need to fix some things in that game, like the trial and error of when a low attack is coming, how much they can mix you up, and there's like no indication at all. I feel like they could have taken a hint from Beautiful Joe, which had that. They had the skull marker. And then on the hardest difficulty, they took the skull markers away, but the high and low dodge mechanic was a lot better in that game, in my opinion. Because the animations and the tells were a lot better in that game. That game basically has the exact same mechanic as Beautiful Joe. I haven't seen anybody compare it to that game, but it literally is the same thing. In that game, and you dodged all their attacks, and you dodged the skulls, and you dodged in the appropriate direction, it would give you, they would get stunned, and they would take more damage, and they would stagger. It's literally the exact same mechanic, but Beautiful Joe does a lot better, to the point where even when you do get to the hardest difficulty, they still have the tells, so it's less about looking for the skull, it's more about, like, looking for when they do it. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do with that game, but definitely think it's got some jank, some unfair stuff. Mostly just the bosses. I'd argue it's mostly the bosses. The elite enemies, they really only have a couple strings. And once you remember where the sweeps are, they're free. You can kill them really easily. And I like that aspect of it. They were like unbeatable the first time, but then as I've beaten the game like 4 or 5 times now, I don't die to them as much unless I start playing really bad. That's the way it should be. The problem is the bosses just do it at random. Let's see, I feel like doing anything else. It's kind of already late. Let me see if there's any good stuff on Twitch. I thought about playing some Lost Ark, but I'm like, it's already 1 in the morning. I don't know how much of a dent I'm gonna make in that at this point. I played about an hour of that earlier. It's pretty fun. Someone's doing Dread mode right now, and they have 69 deaths. Why are you speedrunning that? Like, probably took somebody like 5 minutes to make that. I don't like when gamers say that. I don't like when gamers say that, like, you know, it takes like 5 minutes to do something. There's a lot that goes into changing even a minor thing. But we've proven with games like Sifu, there's already a mod to just make you one-shot everything. I guess if you want achievements or something, you can use that. It probably did take someone like 5 minutes to do that. So when they make difficulty modes like that, where literally the only thing they do is just make you get one shot, it's like, how much time did it take you to make that? And you want me to you consider that content? It's like, no, I don't consider that content. Because now we actually know that it does take like a couple minutes to do that. Obviously, there has to be debugging and stuff done, but it's kind of funny to think about. Now that we have like good PC ports of console games and like Japanese games and stuff, like people make like hard modes in like the first day of release, especially for something that's a late port like Final Fantasy and stuff. Like, it really does just get that done in a day. It's like, you're not respecting my time, so why should I? Let's see. I think I'm done for now, folks. I think the plan is the embargo for DW9 Empires is up in like 4.5 hours. So I think I'm going to attempt to get to bed earlier tonight. I'm not going to do a complete DGen stream. And then if I'm up for it in the morning, I do feel like I still have some lingering symptoms from being sick. So I'm going to take it easy. But in the morning, I think we'll play some 9 Empires. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stop there. That's all I really felt like doing tonight. I might play some Lost Ark off stream, but I know that's a comfy tier game, right? You know, if you can watch someone play that for like 9 hours and sleep or whatever. I don't have that much gaming in me right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop. In the morning or either after I have lunch, we'll play some 9 Empires. Thanks for watching.